We're live. Hi, everybody. My name is Adriana Alejandra. If you don't know me, I'm the founder of Latinx Therapy. And today I'm really excited because we're going to be talking about guest blogging to improve website visibility and credibility with a special person to me because she is someone that has been by my side when it comes to website stuff. We all know that website and tech stuff, if that's not our industry, can get really stressful. Christina is actually somebody, she's the website developer. She is somebody that created our alejandrefoundation.org website. So please check that out if you haven't. But let me tell you a little bit about her before I bring her in and she starts her presentation to help educate us on guest blogging. So Christina Westermeyer is a user experience. You might see that as parentheses UX planner and web design agency founder living in Arizona desert with her husband and toddler. When she learned that she was pregnant with her first child, she was determined to grow her side hustle and leave her corporate job, intending to focus on business only 3 days a week, like a true believer in working smarter, not harder, like many of us, right? Now, Christina helps therapists, coaches, and spiritual healers create online systems and structures to conserve energy so they can grow their reach, leads, and revenue with less efforts, one website at a time. So, I'm definitely a testament to that. And I've seen many of my colegas as well collaborate with Christina personally, which is why we decided to partner to bring you this topic. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce Christina. Hey there, welcome.
Hi, thanks Adriana for having me. I'm so excited to present today. It is one of the nerdiest things I can talk about is websites, and I just love talking about it. So thank you again for having me.
Well, we definitely need it because a lot of us in private practice, we do need a website in order to establish credibility and visibility as the topics here. And there's so much strategy that goes into a website. So we're really excited to hear what you have. And this isn't just, for therapists either, right? Like websites are in all industries. So,
Right.
Christina, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it away, and you let me know if you need me. I'm back here, everybody. I'll be reading the chat for anybody that is live with us, but this will also be saved. So, take it away, Christina.
Awesome. Thank you, Adriana. All right. Well, first things first, I will be talking about enhancing your online presence through guest blogging. These are strategies for visibility and credibility, like Adriana just described. Can guest blogging connect you with your target audience and establish you as an industry expert? The short answer is yes, and I'll show you how. This is what we will take away from our presentation today. And I'm very excited to be here today to talk about the amazing power of guest blogging. It's about boosting your website's visibility and credibility. But before we get into all the juicy details, I'm going to introduce myself just a little bit more. I'm Christina, and I run Peanut Media, a web design and marketing agency. We help wellness professionals who focus on helping others in their communities. In my experience, guest blogging can help the online presence of wellness professionals. It's all about building those meaningful connections with your target audience. So today, I'm excited to share my insights and strategies with every one of you. Get ready to take your online presence to a whole new level. In today's digital world, having a great online presence is essential to those who own an online business. And guess what? I've got a great strategy that will boost your website's visibility and credibility. It's all about guest blogging. Guest blogging sets you up as the expert, reaches a wider audience, and gets you backlinks. All of these are essential items to standing out online. We'll talk about the benefits of guest blogging, pitching yourself as a guest blogger, how to find those incredible opportunities, incorporating keywords, and the perfect length for your blog post. Plus, as an extra bonus, we'll discuss the difference between blogging and vlogging. When it comes to guest blogging, the key is perfecting your pitch when you reach out to website owners and bloggers. So, first, do your research and find websites in your niche that welcome guest posts. Choose different types of blogs that would be helpful for you to get links from. For example, if you're in the field of therapy, look for blogs related to medical sites, site of life coaches, and sites that discuss health and well-being topics. Use simple Google searches to find these blogs, such as yoga blog or a mental health blog, to discover potential opportunity for backlinks. Now, here's where the magic happens. Craft an engaging pitch that shows off one, your expertise, 2, your fresh perspective, and 3, how you can bring value to your audience. Make it personal. Show that you get their content and know their audience inside and out. And hey, make sure you brag a little. And hey, make sure you brag a little. Include some samples of your writing or works to your previous work. So the links that you want to include are most of the time things that you've already written. You're writing about your industry often, and you're making sure that you let your target audience know how it is that you can help them. So if you're constantly writing your own blog posts all the time, it's important to share those links when you're guest blogging with others, because it's a testimony to how you can provide quality blog posts so that they can have them on their blogs too, right? Because it benefits both people when you guest blog. When you guest blog, it allows the company that you're guest blogging for, the website you're guest blogging for, to boost their SEO rankings just a little bit more. And it also helps you boost your SEO rankings a little bit more, depending on who has the authority. So if you and a blog have the same authority, it helps both of you look good in front of Google, because you're allowing that authority connect to each other. They're like, oh, somebody thinks you're really great, we're going to think you're really great too. And so then that connection is created. When you're looking at something like parents.com, for example, I might bring this up as an example later as well. But like if you think of parents.com and your example again, Latinx parenting, parents.com would be a really good connection for you, because not only do they rank really high in authority, but the audience within that is the perfect audience for you if they're looking to discipline their children differently than the violent way, right? And so when you contact parents.com, which by the way is a little expensive, some links will cost you money, but because of their authority, they're giving you what you pay for, right? So having that connection will tell Google, oh, this site that we really admire, parents.com, admires you too. So we're going to go ahead and create an authoritative link for you. And that boosts your ranking just a little bit more. So the reason why you want to make it personal and brag a little bit is to make sure that they know that you understand how important this linkage is for you. And you want to let them know why they would benefit from you writing for them. So sorry, I lost my mic. Let's talk about finding these awesome guest blogging opportunities. I know it might feel a bit daunting, but trust me, it's worth it. So here's the deal. You start by tapping into your existing network. You reach out to your colleagues and industry influencers that you admire, fellow bloggers who might be up for hosting your guest post. They might be your ticket to some amazing opportunities. And also take a look at websites that are already linked to your website or others in your industry. You check out their backlink profile, which means seeing who else they link to. Usually smaller bloggers like to support each other, so there's a good chance that these websites will be happy to link to your website too. And now you tap into the network outside of your network. The person you should contact depends on the size of the website. So for big media sites that you're contacting, try to reach out to the author of the post directly. If it's a company, no matter the size, contact the head of content or editor-in-chief or the head of digital marketing. And for personal blogs or small-time blogs, contact the owner of the blog. So in Latinx therapy case, if you wanted to contact Latinx Therapy to see if they could have a blog post on their blog, if Latinx Therapy has a blog post for guest blogging, the ideal situation would be to reach out to the person in charge of those guest blogs. So if they're a big company, I'm using Latinx Therapy as an example, you would want to write directly the author of each of those sites, right? Because you're trying to get in with, quote unquote, the journalist of the website so that they can write the story or connect you with the person who would put the story together for you. If let's say you guys were a company, a personal blog instead, then you would just reach out to info@latinxtherapy.com. And then for sure, somebody would look at that email and let you know, yes, we are interested in this guest blogging opportunity. Thank you for sending your material and the topic that you want to write about, right? The trick is to find the right person to reach out to. You can use online tools to find the email of the contact. And if you can't find that email, another easy way to do that is figuring out the email format. And you're going to have to do a little bit of imagination here. So like at Latinx Therapy, you would look to see if you do like info, or find the person's name, like you write Adriana at latinxtherapy.com, or maybe you can find an assistant that they have that's on their about page. You would just put their first name at company.com. And again, another way to do that is you can also use the info or hello at company.com if you're guessing at who to contact. But with that last note, you have to keep in mind, if you're contacting a larger company, sending a message to that general email might not get looked at. They might not see your inquiry because it's such a big company, right? So those are some ways that you can tap outside of your network. And don't forget about the power of online platforms and communities. So join social media groups, blogging networks, guest blogging directories, and engage and build relationships within your niche to uncover the perfect guest blogging gigs. Seize those opportunities. Selecting the right keywords for your guest blog post will boost your visibility, and here's how we're going to do it. Start by doing some research using cool tools like Google Keyword Planner or SEMrush. Use these link analysis tools to check out what links your competitors have. If another website linked to your competitor, there's a good chance they might link to your website too, especially if your email is well written. So like if you're a therapist of relationship therapists, some keywords that you might want to use are relationship satisfaction, healthy relationships, couple communications, things that people are constantly Googling and need assistance with, right? So inputting those keywords within your blog post will help you rank for that when they're looking for it. Find out what terms and phrases your target audience is searching for. Find articles that would be helpful if they included a link to your resource, right? So like the 8 worst mistakes you can make in a relationship would be a good blog post for someone looking for mistakes made in a relationship or relationship mistakes. That includes the keyword within the title, and most likely your blog will include the 8 worst mistakes, right? If you have a resource like a freebie checklist to determine if couples therapy would benefit a marriage, search for blogs or articles that talk about topics like couples therapy, relationship advice, common marriage problems, or relationship mistakes examples. The sites you find with the search are good prospects to reach out to. So you would reach out to the company and say, hey, I saw this blog article that you wrote about the 8 worst mistakes that you can make in a relationship. Here's my checklist. Maybe what we can do is work together so that we can create a bigger impact for your audience, or I can write a guest blog post that further expands on this situation. Here's my idea, right? Explain the mutual benefits of adding a link to your helpful website, because you're both essentially driving audiences to each other when you do that. Look for keywords that fit your topic, have a decent search volume, and aren't too crazy competitive. An easy rule would be to create articles that naturally talk about the kind of product you have. For example, if you have a product related to relationships, search for articles that discuss common mistakes couples make that can hurt or end their relationship. These articles are great opportunities to reach out and suggest monitoring your product in a way that fits naturally with the topic. Once you've got those golden keywords, I should not have said strategically, because it's always tongue twister, but sprinkle them throughout your site on your guest blog posts. Put them in the title headings, subheadings, and let them flow naturally in the body content. And just remember, it's all about balance. Don't go overboard and stuff your posts with keywords. Quality and value always win with those search engines. Those keywords will make your guest blog post shine. Longer blog posts tend to perform better when it comes to search engine optimization. You want to aim for at least 500 to 1,000 words. And here's why. What really matters is delivering amazing values to your readers. Longer blog posts just tend to perform better, but because they give you a chance to deep dive into a topic and offer tons of value to your audience. So as a starting point, it's natural for us web designers to tell people that 500 to 1,000 words is the sweet spot to reach for. But if you're feeling it, go for the longer posts at 1,500 words or more. They can give your readers a thorough understanding of the subject. Just try not to get too caught up in numbers. The ideal length can vary depending on the topic and your audience and your own writing style. Focus on delivering great content that wows your readers. It's always quality over quantity. Now let's talk about the difference between blogging and vlogging. They're both awesome ways to create content, but they have some key distinctions. I am a big believer in saving your energy where it matters, right? So saving your energy so you can spend it where it matters. So for me, I like to combine blogging and vlogging, and I'll explain a little bit here why. But a big thing about it is the content marketing that comes into play in today's day and age. I've noticed that a lot of people are telling me that they're getting burnt out with social media, right? And it's amazing how much, I mean, we're living a day and age where we have this opportunity to just for free just talk about our services and hope somebody sees it, and we don't have to worry about spending tons and tons of money with these free revenues. I mean, we're talking about non-ad, right? Organic TikTok, organic Instagram, organic Twitter, organic LinkedIn, organic YouTube, organic Facebook, if that's still a thing. I mean, we have all of these places that we can that we can market on for free, right? But it's just like, you really consider how many platforms we have to be a part of to be seen in all these places, to be seen more, right? It burns you out thinking about it. I can't imagine doing it. So the really cool thing we're going to talk about is it's a tie into content marketing on how you can blog and vlog at the same time. So blogging involves anything text-based, right? Usually in the form of articles or entries published on a website. It's like your own digital journal. Blogging allows you to show your expertise through well-crafted articles and engaging narratives. On the other hand, vlogging is based on video. So these can be short-form videos for social media blog posts, or long-form videos like YouTube videos, webinars, panels, workshops, or video essays, to name a few. Which one should you use? Well, ideally it's both if we're talking about content marketing, right? So you start with the one that you feel most comfortable with. Some people prefer to write and some people prefer to speak. I have a lot of clients that like to create TikToks. So they have parts. They have a part 1, they have a part 2, they have a part 3. So in a 4-part series, they probably have their 1,500 words. And all they have to do is take that video and create a blog from that video. It's finding the script information from, or the key details, of each video, and then creating something that's formatted in blogs that they can post on their site. So now they're creating 2 different ways of creating traffic to their services. Another one that is good is that you use the blog as a script to create a video. So then we have this script written, and then you can just create a YouTube video from that. A blog post can serve as a valuable resources and a script for creating a video on the same topic. But it can go both ways, like I just mentioned. When you have a written blog post or recorded a video, you've already organized the information you want to discuss. You have done the groundwork and gathered the relevant information, which makes it easier to adapt the content for video format if you're talking about blog to video. Once you're done making your content in your preferred format, whether you do a blog or a video in this case, think about getting some extra help from a virtual assistant or company to change it into different formats. So if you have a blog post that becomes a script for video, for example, your video then can be a YouTube video that you record while also recording the audio, right? You can then have commentary in that audio so that you can expand the video, right? There's a 40-minute video you recorded with this audio. That 40-minute video can become a podcast. You cut up the video to 10 minutes so that it's only the how-to sections, and it's engaging and it moves and it has the audio and the visuals and all the movements that you see nowadays. And now you have a 10-minute YouTube video. Well, you can take the video that you recorded for 40 minutes and have sections cut up of every single key takeaway that you have within 90 seconds of, it could become a reel or a short or a TikTok, right? So we know about recycling TikToks to YouTube, to Pinterest, to Instagram. That's just another way of creating one piece of content, one topic, without burning out on having multiple places to create new content on. It's all the same exact topic, and sometimes even the same exact thing that you worked on, just formatted in a different way. And that's why I always recommend clientele to hire a virtual assistant or a company to help you with creating that plan, or even cutting up your content to be able to make a bigger impact. So to convert a blog post into a YouTube video, these are the steps I would recommend. The first step is to write down your main ideas from your blog post. The second would be to make the words simpler and sound more like a friendly chat for the video, right? Like we can't write a blog post and then read that blog post, because then it's not natural. And there's no movement. You're literally sound like a robot when you're reading something most of the time, right? That's probably why actors and actresses have to learn their lines so they can deliver it in such a natural way, and probably just take the key points and create their own flair to it. So you want to make sure that it sounds natural and that it makes sense for people when you're communicating with them these things. So imagine how your content could look visually, and then think about adding pictures or videos to help explain it better, right? Because you want to engage. The movement is a big thing when it comes to videos, and also just making sure people understand the concept around what you're discussing and not just saying out loud, right? You're telling them, this is what I'm visually telling you. So they're like, oh, look, we're now talking about how to convert a blog post into a YouTube video script. It makes sense because there's a picture of a computer. There's a microphone in front of it. There's an editing screen behind it. And this person is writing notes while they're drinking their coffee. So like this photo visually ties into what we're discussing today, right? So the next is to read the script to see if it sounds natural, and add things that will keep people interested, like asking questions or making jokes. So you have this blog post, you've now edited it so that it's friendly and the tone makes sense, but then you have to add engaging elements, just to make sure that now not only are you having this conversation with somebody, but you're also making jokes and laughing about it, and making sure people feel connected to you on a personal level. And make sure your script isn't too long for the video. Time how long you want the video to be, so that it fits the length of how long you want the video to be. You wouldn't want like 40 minutes of good information to be like spewed out there, and then you're having to cut it down to 10 minutes, because YouTube is, it's not really long form, it's more short form. You want to do between 10 to 20 minutes of a YouTube video, just because then it turns into a podcast and people have things to do. They're trying to consume, especially video format, at a smaller scale, right? So you want to make sure that your script is set up in a way where it helps you be casual and also allows you to bring up the correct points. Think about adding special things for the video, like showing how something works, using animated graphics, interviewing some people, adding extra footage to the video, and you could just make effects that like move closer to your face, or like get you further out, or you're making hand movements, or you're sitting in a way where people know they're going to get some good information from you. That one's a little bit specific in my head. But I mean, like, looking at the video, what you like about the people you're watching, right? So if you have a very specific person you watch, it's really looking at why you're engaged in this person and why you watch them constantly. Is it because of their hand movements? Is it because they have captions? Is it because they're constantly making you feel like they are explaining it correctly? Like, you want to look at those things when you're consuming your own content. And that's how you would convert a blog post into a video script, just considering the two different formats, but also understanding that all of it is work that you've already done. Guest blogging is like a hidden gem to make you gain credibility. So it's all about pitching yourself like a pro, seeking out awesome opportunities, and then using those keywords wisely. With guest blogging, you can reach more people, make valuable connections, and become known as the expert in your industry. It's all about creating valuable content that truly connects with your audience. So don't wait any longer. Start exploring those guest blogging opportunities today and grow your presence. If you have any questions, I am available at any time at hello@peanut.media, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thank you all for your attention. I hope you found this presentation valuable and insightful. I'm very grateful to have been here on Latinx Therapy. And you can find more about me online at peanut.media, or hanging out on Instagram at peanutmedia. You can check us out. We have tons of templates that can help you get your website online fast. You can make changes to everything that you want to do quickly, including changing out your logo, changing out your colors, without the need of having an expensive web designer do it for you. But we also have those expensive services. If you're interested in chatting with us, you can see all of our services online on our website. Thank you, Adriana.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And you recently told me that you started doing something with templates. Can you talk a little bit about that project? Because I think that would be of interest, especially because it's such a beautiful, like visually appealing and economical option.
Yeah, for sure. So we created templates this year because we realized that a lot of our clientels were interested in either redesigning their sites or getting their websites up and running. So, but the thing that they were having issues with, and honestly, right now with us up in the air with the economy, I can understand why people are not investing in more custom websites. So we created our template formats where we sell the template ready to go. It's already set up. There's colors, there's photos, everything ready for you to just go in and plug and play. It makes it easy for you to put in your content. It makes it easy for you to put in photos. It makes it easy to change out your logo, your colors. Everything is good to go. Your blog posts are set up. If you have events, there's an event section for a certain for a template that we have. We can add it to any template, to be honest. And those are readily and available for you to purchase. There's a tutorial that comes with it when you're ready to purchase, and we have 4 to choose from. It's very easy. It's like editing a Squarespace website, but it's ready to go, and you just click, drag and drop, and you're done. You can go live within hours.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, because for my group practice, I have Squarespace. And so, but there it's limited in the sense that I can't maybe I can put events, but everything's a little complicated when it comes to the website world. So I'm glad that yours offers a tutorial as well. And I'm sure that you're of service if additional services are needed for that. So yeah, I think that's really great, and I want other people to know about them. Does that information also live on your website?
Yes, it does. All of that information is on our website. We currently have our templates ready for sale, like I mentioned before. The really cool thing about our templates is that they're already set up for us to go in. If you're looking to market your site and like really dive deep into SEO or guest blogging and really have it ready for Google Ads, the
Yeah.
really cool thing about our sites, if you purchase a template from us, is that we can work directly on your site easily without having to modify anything because we built it, it's ready to go. And so if you're like, hey, Christina, I really need help setting up Google Ads, I really need help setting up SEO, like, how do I do
Mhm.
this? It's just so much easier for us to go in and not tell you, well, we need to redesign your site. It's like, no, you got a really good budget and we already have it ready. You just have to pay for the service. So
Yep.
you can find all of that online, all of our services and the templates available. And if you have any questions, I'm here for that.
Wonderful. So yes, you just literally type this, hold on here, peanut.media, and you'll be taken to the site note.com. So Christina, thank you so much. This is going to be recorded and saved on our Latinx Therapy Facebook page and also our YouTube channel. So we are so grateful for your time, and we'll continue collaborating in the near future.
Thank you so much, Adriana. You have a good one. It was so
Thank
great to
you.
be here. I appreciate it.
Igual. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Adios.